He is the Secretary General of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union. Earlier, the doctors had vowed to continue with this strike if the government fails to provide a solution. The Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union called on President William Ruto to personally intervene and help them find a solution to this health crisis. It was also on the same day that the National Union of Medical Laboratory Officers also downed their tools in solidarity with the striking medics. Catherine Imuraget had filed this story earlier.
The pain felt by public hospitals due to the ongoing doctors' strike will have to continue with no end in sight for resolution. The Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union has vowed to continue with the strike.
We as doctors, we cannot go to the hospitals under coercion. We cannot go to the hospital through threats. We cannot go to the hospital out of intimidation. We will only go when we have been given a clear-cut plan that our issues are being resolved.
KMPDU officials are demanding dialogue between striking doctors and Ministry of Health as well as Council of Governors. The medics also have a word for President William Ruto.
The leader of the country has to come out and defend the Kenyans to get the health care. If any persons die in the hospitals, or if they fail to get the health care, the problem squarely goes to the government. And the head of the government we know is the head of state we know is the president. So it's upon him to actually solve this particular impasse that continue existing.
Several attempts to bring the two sides to a negotiation table have failed to bear fruits.
CBA was signed by the government of Kenya and it is legally binding. So when I see her speaking in funerals how they're going to change the CBA, I'm embarrassed to work under her ministry. Shame. You cannot change a legally binding contract. And the sooner they advise her that way, then she'll stop wasting her time chasing the wind. She has only one option, to implement the CBA as it is, and then negotiate for a newer one.
Speaking at the funeral of a 1-year-old girl who reportedly died due to lack of medical services, Murugara asked striking medics to be considerate.
The doctors, they must also have a human heart. Because if they continue striking, we are now harvesting the fruits of their strike. And we are harvesting fruits which are bitter.
Meanwhile, the Kenya National Union of Medical Laboratory Officers has also joined in the strike. The lab technicians are unhappy with the national government as well as county governments for allegedly lack of commitment. The union wants their own issues of acknowledgement letter, salary increment, promotions and proper working conditions addressed.
We have withdrawn all our services from the county hospitals and those people who are working in national government. At the end of this week, it will be very painful to the citizens out there that we are going to withdraw our critical services from all the national blood banks. And the implication of it is that we will not be having major operations. Some procedures like dialysis will not be able to be done.
Catherine Imuraget, KTN News, Nairobi.
The Inspector General of Police, Japheth Koome,